rerouted planes. It is a life and package-saving precaution.
We have all the weather reports, we have all the computer forecast models, and we can slice and dice that information any way we need to.
For each plane that takes off and lands at Worldport, the air team has 3 constant goals: safety, fuel efficiency, and on-time performance. One solution has to do with how pilots touch down at this ultimate factory. Worldport pilots use an unusual technique to descend from the sky. It's an approach method called continuous descent, and it calls for pilots to switch to idle power as they glide down smoothly. Continuous descents take advantage of gravity as pilots minimize fuel intake and descent speed, converting their jet planes into high-tech hand gliders. Continuous descents allow for more energy-saving landings using minimal power, navigating the runway both efficiently and quietly.
What we want to be able to do is to have the aircraft fly the most efficient place for us to fly all the way down to the runway, thus saving us a lot of fuel, a lot of time, and making us much better neighbors by reducing our emissions and our noise.
(2:15). 8 hours since our high-priority packages left their local hub and made their journey through Worldport's mega maze. Ground crews work fast and furiously. Many of these items have to get to their final destination in mere hours. The last of the cargo loads in. The maximum 62 fully loaded containers can add up to over 115 tons of payload on board. The planes are cleared for liftoff. It's time for a tricky maneuver called pushing back. Revving jet engines can blast out 100-knot exhaust winds, hurricane-level forces that can damage anything in their path. To steer clear of any danger, planes avoid backing up. Instead, technicians manually turn and push idling planes to a runway, keeping people and property safe. But Worldport's crowded ramp can be a dangerous obstacle course.
You get so close to the buildings when you're marshaling it out, and if your partner's not paying attention, they could hit the building because the way it pushes back.
One false move pushing back and these massive airplanes can hit something. At over 350 tons, even a small bump can do dangerous damage.
You got to watch them and make sure the pushback guy's watching you, make sure you stop them in time so that nothing hits the plane.
At last, with the cargo aboard, the plane is off, bound for its local hub destination, as this super courier heads into the final countdown. Technicians use a K-loader to empty the aircraft and tugs to drive the package-loaded cans to the local processing center.
The physical aspect of the job is what I like. It keeps me healthy and fit. I don't have to go to the gym every night. I get a good workout.
All local centers work like mini Worldports. Workers unload newly arrived packages and run them through a series of conveyors. But this time, a postcode is not enough info to go on. Packages load into a waiting fleet of over 200 trucks, according to precise destinations, from neighborhoods to huge office buildings to specific street numbers. Once these trucks hit the road, communication is a route-saving lifeline. One of the biggest challenges is keeping drivers connected to their local hub. At any moment, critical changes in pickup schedules or priorities can reroute a driver's entire itinerary. engineers examined satellite and wireless technology and came up with a ground-shipping savior. It is called the Delivery Information Acquisition Device, or DIAD. At first, dyads were relatively simple, but they've evolved into a technological wonder. Dyads use wireless connections to tap into a centralized route and tracking database. The handheld devices give drivers critical info from priority alerts to itinerary adjustments when they need it most. Built-in GPS even helps a lost driver get back on track, getting packages to the correct destination on time. Dyads are so effective, there are over 80,000 of them now in daily use.
The dyad is used as a way of scanning and tracking and keeping track of what I have on car, the signatures that I acquire from the customers, and completing and giving tracking information to shippers as well as the customers on the delivery point. It's just a valuable tool, and I couldn't do my job without it.
The dyad also acts like the ultimate chess player, storing delivery routes many moves in advance. Before the driver heads out each morning, the dyad loads up with navigation information using a computer system called Package Flow Technologies. Dyads work with this software mapping system to come up with a game plan for drivers to tackle any problems on the road. The system is also designed to save fuel on top of time. There's one catch: no left turns. Incredibly, you will almost never see one of this company's drivers make a left.
We pride ourselves on efficiency and no left turns when we go out and look at the area that we're in. We know we can always make a right turn. So we try to build our plans and build our delivery trace, meaning where to go next on making right turns. Because to make a left turn, you stop and the efficiency just gets a little bit lower. So we try to build it to be as efficient as possible.
It helps to streamline and make you more efficient. You see what I mean? There's another right-hand turn. All right turns. You gotta love UPS.
As our three packages head off to their final destination, their journeys are almost complete. It took a cross-country trip to a 240-hectare mega facility, hours traveling through conveyor belt jungles, sorting super machines, supersized scanners, barcoders, ball mats, countless team members in exactly 14 hours. Driver dyad machines confirm on-time deliveries across the board. Mission accomplished. A critical contract, a family heirloom, and a telescope in safe hands. And all in a day's work for the Megafactory Worldport.
There's another brand new episode of Megafactories at the same time next week, and Engineering Thursday continues after the break with Megastructures.